In today's video, I'll talk a bit about the new Dynamic Related List feature. I'm going to do this with an example of an opportunity list, which I will show on an account page. For the moment, opportunities are presented here in the form of a standard related list and as a chart pulled from a report. To use the new feature, I will go to edit the page. From the list of standard components, I select Dynamic Related List single and then proceed to configure it. First, I can decide whether the new list should contain records related to the displayed record or to the record overriding it. Next, I select the object. In my example, it will be opportunities. Here, we also have the option to set a custom name for the displayed list. The list I add will contain only the winning opportunities of the current month. I can also decide whether the records will be displayed as a list or as tiles. Dynamic related lists allow you to display up to 30 records. Please note that, unlike standard lists, for the time being we don't have the option here to go to the list of all records. So for the moment, dynamic lists will work especially well for displaying small collections limited, for example to a specific status and a narrow date range. The checkbox visible below allows us to decide whether we want to display actions for a given list. In the next section, we decide which columns we want to display. We can display a maximum of 10 of them at a time. For the purposes of the presentation, I will select those fields by which I will filter to show that the filters work properly. We can also note here that the individual columns do not display the real data in the preview, unlike other components, so we will see the full effect of our work only after we save the changes and go to any record. The next step allows us to select the field by which we want to sort the data and the sorting method. Now we can move on to filtering the records. In my example, it will be useful to use the close date field, which value should be in the current month, and the stage field, which allow us to select only those opportunities that were successful. Importantly, here we can't set the filter logic, so we will see only the records that match all the added filters. Finally, we can also add actions to the related list, such as create a new record. The checkbox set earlier allows us to decide whether the selected action should be visible. Let's add one more related list. Again, these will be opportunities, but this time only those created in the current month. I will increase the number of records displayed to 30 and then select columns consistent with the previous list to display. I will also make sure that it's possible to create a new record from this list as well. In the last step, I will filter the records using the created date field. After saving the changes, we can now see the new lists and make sure they display the correct data. And that's all in today's video. I hope I've encouraged you to learn more about Dynamic Related List, a new feature with a great potential that Salesforce will surely develop in the future.